4, 3, 2, 1. Watch me. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely
Let's take a ride. Don't you say a word, just get inside. It's time to take your on another kind of trip. Cause you can't have to hop if you don't have to hip. Grab your cat with the extra clip and close your eyes and hit the switch. But go into a place where everybody kick it, kick it, kick it. Yeah, that's the kick it. Ain't no bloodin', ain't no clipping, ain't no fools in the party set tripping. Everybody got a stack and it ain't no crack. And it really don't matter if you're white or black. I wanna take you there like a staple singer. Put something in the tank and I know that I can bring you if you can't take the heat. Get your out the kitchen. We on a mission. Come along and ride on a fantastic slide.
We are on a mission. We are on a mission. What is up? What is up? What is up? Empowerment Tribe, how y'all doing? Ooh, thanks for all the hearts. There's a lot of dancing going on over here on IG. I just need you to know. A lot of dancing. I don't know what y'all are doing on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube, but on IG, they moving it. How's everybody feeling this morning? Hello, Pamela Gill. Good to see you. Michael Cheney, what's up? Jennifer, West Coast Jen, what's happening? Good to see you. Monique is in the house. West Coast Lisa in the house. What's up? Jennifer got her party dress on. You and Kimberly on IG are wearing the same party dress. What's up, Miss Leola? Happy Friday to you too. Hey, Stephanie, I see you over here on Periscope. What's up, Anthony? What is happening with you? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. And we can't forget the guy who always gets in the room first. Michael Cheney, what's up? Style Enhancer over here with her beautiful goods. You need to check her out on IG. Style Enhancer. Everybody's in the house. Listen, y'all know what time it is, right? That means you need to get your people in the room. We're going to do our live coaching, a quick recap, but then we're going to get to all the feels. We're going to get to all the feels. All right. It is Feel Good Friday, and I need to share a couple of things with everybody today. So much to be grateful for, so much going on. And I want to first shout out some very important people. It was this time last year, we were in LA for the Women's Release Experience. There you see our group. We started calling them the Ladies of Cerritos because most of them were from that area. But that was us doing our very first Women's Release Experience retreat out there, and we had a blast. We had a blast. So I just want to shout out all the West Coast women. A couple of you are on the stream this morning. Good morning, Miss Helen. Just want to shout you all out. You see our beautiful release t-shirts, our blingy t-shirts. It says yes, yes, release. So I want to make sure that you all are plugged into the Women's Release page on Facebook so we can keep the work going. And for those of you who, like, oh man, I missed the retreat. We're not doing retreats because we're in a COVID situation right now, but you can register for any of my group coaching that's going on. Men's and women's groups are available. In fact, I'm getting with my women right after this stream. You can register by going to JeanetteSmith.com. Style Enhancer says she's in the car now, so she's just listening. That's okay, girl. Do your thing. Just make me like a podcast in your ear. Good to see you, though. Good to see you, though. Monique says, yay. Yeah, we're shouting out the Doc's in the house. What's happening? Daryl, good to see you. Good to see you. There's West Coast Jen, who was a part of that tribe. Yes, yes, yes. The Women's Release of Cerritos. So join us if you're not plugged into group coaching. What we do on these lives is just a touch. Group coaching, we get into it. We get into it. And I also got to shout out some other very, 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 very important people. If those of you who are members of the Empowerment Tribe on Facebook, and those of you connected to me, but we got some more members to welcome. And I welcome them every week because let me tell you, it's not just about gaining people. I invite people into this community because I want you all to know people who got it going on. We have a saying at my place of work, and shout out to Albert Hardy, go with the goers. So I always want to introduce you to goers. Randy Deason, shout it out. Award-winning videographer and was my videographer in news for a long time. Hey, Shay, what's up, girl, on IG? Nicole Jones, Rosemary Cook Weir, who just changed her last name because she got married. Kim Essex and I, man, our connection is deep. When I left my first anchor job, she came and filled those boots mightily to the overflow, and now is the queen of real estate diva down in Huntsville, Alabama. And Willie Diggs, mentor to many, outstanding coach, outstanding preacher, teacher, and friend. So go follow these people when you see them in the Empowerment Tribe. I'm trying to help you with your friends list. What's up, Shay? I'm trying to help you with your friends list. Y'all complain about the stuff you see, right? You complain about the stuff you see. You're like, ugh, these people talking crazy on my list. They talking crazy. Well, they don't have to be talking crazy. You could be filled with, people who are doing up to something, doing something, right? They up to doing something. So this is our tribe. We have our Facebook group. As you can see, we welcome our folks in. I never take people's time lightly. And so everybody gets to post. It's nothing but positive vibes. Nothing but positive vibes. People share things that are going on in their lives. Shout out to Pamela Savalas, original share there. Shout out to Carmen, who shared that she just left the job that she wasn't fulfilled in so that she could follow her dream. That's where, see, this is how we support. So people come in, they share what's going on, and we gather around them. We support not only with our words, but, with encouragement, with leads, different things. You can see all the different topics we have, everything from healthy boundaries to healthy eating. You name it, we got it in there. And if you want to know how to join the tribe, all you got to do is facebook.com/groups/empowerment tribe. That's what we do. We are there for each other. We are positive people. Purge your friends. If you don't like what you see, purge it and get some of these people on your friends list. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. And we're getting shout outs to everybody. Yes, 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 yes. Hey, Reverend Michael, what's up, man? A great supporter of the work that we do, and we're so thankful. Ooh, so the recap for Monday, we're going to do a quickie little recap and then get to what's happening for today. But we started out the week, y'all know it's always about Mindset Monday. So Mindset Monday, we were talking about the fix, the growth, and the benefit mindset, right? And you don't want to be in a fixed mindset. That means you think you know it all and or you're too scared to change. We don't want that. That's not where you want to be. You want to be in a growth mindset where you're growing, you're learning, nothing but positive vibes. Hashtag, I love that on IG. Yeah, you want to be learning and growing, because if you're not learning or growing, you're dying. And when you're in a benefit mindset, you learn and grow enough to the overflow where you can help other people get theirs. That's what that's about, right? So that was our Monday. But I got to tell you, we did some powerful work. But of the work we did, I got to tell you what was one of my favorite things. Y'all coming and dancing with me on that open. IG, you can't see. You have to be on Facebook and YouTube to see, or Periscope. They came and danced with me in the open. Man. So that's our theme song for the Monday show. And let me tell you that you all got in and danced. And shout out to Pamela Gill, who is a influencer for us all, because having just experienced loss, death in her family, she still got on there and was creating joy. She was choosing joy. And that's something we can all learn from. Am I right? Choose joy. So then on Wednesday, we came back and we talked about how to be a real influencer. What does that look like? Because a lot of times we think it's about how many followers you got on Instagram or IG or Twitter or all of that. But really, it's about the influencer that's on the inside of you, right? And so we talked about that, and we talked about how to make sure that you don't play yourself cheap, you don't dumb yourself down, and you don't play to your haters. Because let me tell you something. You can be following, sorry, IG, you can be following God for your life, right? You can be following God for your life and still have haters. You could be following God for your life and still have haters that want to keep you under their thumb because you're not doing it the way they want you to do it, or you doing too much in their eyes. But really, you're just following God. So we got to stay on course. Pamela Gill says, that was so much fun. I needed that joy and to spread joy. Well, girl, you did it. You sure did it. Natalie says, true. Good to see you, Natalie. Good to see you. So today we're coming in and we're going to take everything that we talked about. How do we stay in a fixed mindset? How do we increase our leverage as influencers? And how do we move forward in those gifts? Natalie says, wow, don't play to your haters. I needed to hear that today. Listen, Linda, listen, Linda. No. We're not going to give them power. When we play to our haters, we give them power. When we play to the border bullies, we give them power. When we play to the naysayers, we give them power. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that, right? All right, we're getting ready to do our coaching. This is the time. Hit them share. She's back. Never fear. She's back. My cousin. She invited her cousin. Welcome, cousin Robin. Good to have you in. Let's get them in here. Let's get them in here before we do our exercises. We're going to make it do what we do today. It's one of your favorite exercises. We're going to do it. All right. Because what? Because we got to. Because it's Feel Good Friday. Yeah, it's Feel Good Friday. We want everybody to get the feel good vibes. All right. So Robin says, I'm listening. Well, thanks for listening, girl. We glad you in here. All right. So the question for today that we're going to focus on for our exercise is this. Remember, Monday, we talked about the 8-step shift to a growth mindset. If you missed it, go back on the page and watch that. There's even a 4-minute recap version I did. Bless your socks off, okay? Then on Wednesday, we talked about how to be a real influencer. All right. So the question we're going to focus on today, is, how do I harness my gifts and become the influencer I was born to be? How do I harness my gifts and become the influencer I was born to be? Now, for those of you who are new, you don't know what we're about to do. This is a live coaching exercise. I use this beautiful tool called Points of View. It's to give you points of view, because many times the only difference between us getting to where we are and getting to where we want to be is our mindset. And we shift our mindset through our perspective. And this is just a photo. There's pictures, words, and phrases that help you shift your perspective. All right, so you focus on this question that I posed. Somebody scribe it for me in IG if you don't mind. Tamara, would you mind scribing for me? Here's the question. How do I harness my gifts and become the influencer I was born to be? Many of you are playing yourselves small, playing yourselves cheap, letting other people tell you what your worth is by either inference, or they straight out tell you what you're not going to do and how you're not going to be. Or something in your past has happened that has caused a block, a monumental block. You put a marker there, like a bookmark. And something about that said, well, I tried it before and it didn't happen, so I'm not going to try it again. Or my mom said, I wasn't good at that, or da-da-da. Nope. We're going to break through the blocker. So I need right now for everybody to be thinking about that question. How do I harness my gifts and become the influencer I was born to be? I pick a random picture, a random word, and a random phrase, and then we do the coaching work. Harness, HARNESS. Don't do no hornets, girl. Don't do no hornets. How do I harness it? But thank you. I appreciate you doing that for me. All right. All right. Are you thinking about it? Let me offer a short prayer just so I can get in tune with you. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, that we're not going to let the border bullies, the haters, and the naysayers keep us from operating fully in our divinely orchestrated purpose. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a unique gift. Everybody has a unique talent. You probably play it down, play it small because it comes easy to you. So you don't even value it. But God, we thank you for everything you put on the inside of one of us, each and every one of us. Meet me at the place you understand God. You don't have to have my faith, Buddhism, Muslim, whatever you are. I'm a Christian, but whatever you are, meet me at the place you understand that there's a higher source, God, to tap into. All right, let's do this. How do I harness my gifts and become the influencer I was born to be? Hey, Glossy Diva. Glossy Diva. Good to see you on IG. Thanks. You're a new friend. Thanks for popping in. All right. This is going to be a funny card. I'm going to let IG see first. Boop. Here you go, IG. Can you see it? Look at that. Now, just make some observations about what you see. Yes, that is a porta potty. All right. Just make some observations. All right. Here y'all go. Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. Yes, he's sitting in a porta potty. All right. That's your picture. All right. Just notice what you notice about it. Layer it over the filter of how do I harness my gifts and become the influencer I was born to be. All right. Here's your question. What has the time come to part from? Ooh, good question. And here's your word. Failure. Failure. All right. So for those of you just joining again, how do you play with us on this coaching game? Think on the question, how do I harness my gifts and become the influencer I was born to be? Then you look at this picture and get some insights. What kind of perspective can you get from this? With the word failure. And then the question, what has the time come to part from? Now, if you're still not sure how to play, just hang on and watch. People that are used to this coaching game are going to start getting some hits. Their intuitive wisdom, divine wisdom and discernment's going to kick in and start speaking to them about what perspectives they can get from this, all right? What perspectives can you get from that? And then they're going to start sharing. What's holding you back? How do you harness your gifts and become the influencer you were born to be? Now, I know this is a little different because a lot of times when we do this particular exercise, I'm asking you what's holding you back. But this time I'm asking you what propels you forward. What is it that can propel you forward? Right? What propels you forward? Tamara says on IG, she needs to depart from certain friends and places. Friends and places can't hold you back. We just talked about the haters, naysayers, and border bullies. What's a border bully? Border bullies, for those of you who don't know, is a reference to a book that I share, The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson, talking about how you find and follow your dreams. He doesn't walk you through it, but he talks about the process. And in the process, he talks about border bullies, who are those who want you to stay where you are. They don't want you to follow your dreams. They don't want you to fulfill your purpose because it's more comfortable for them for you to stay right where you are, right? And so they have a vested interest in you staying on your mat of brokenness, right? We don't think about that. It's layered because sometimes people are being protective. They don't want you to go out there and what if you fail and they're scared for you and how does that, impact them? All right, Mr. Mincy weighs in on IG, says you got to be careful who you confide in. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I can see that in this. Be careful who you confide in. Y'all see that? I like that. Ha ha ha. Daryl says, give me 10 feet, more than 6 feet, COVID-19. Glossy Diva says she likes that. Border bullies. We call them leeches. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. You got to be careful. Because what border bullies do is they wait till you get ready. You have a vision of your purpose. You have a vision of your next step and how you're going to level up. And you get right to the edge where you're crossing the border from here to there. And then they start talking about, what are you doing that for? You don't have the resources for that. You're not smart enough for that. You don't have enough people. You don't know enough people. You don't have enough followers. You can't build your brand. What are you talking about? You're going back to school. You're too old for that. Sound familiar? Why are you dating him? Why are you dating her? Sound familiar? Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we're trying to ward against. I'm asking you today, how do you harness your gifts? Because a lot of you are playing yourself small. One, you're scared. Let's just put it out there. It can be scary to step out and use your gifts and talents. Because what if people, listen, somebody's not going to feel you. Somebody's not feeling me. I don't focus on those people. I focus on the people I can help. I focus on the people that get it. That's my tribe. Why would I focus on the people that don't get me or they don't feel me? No, that just means there's somebody else that can speak more life into them. And it's not me. That's cool. I'm not trying to be the only light bearer in the earth. Right? Hey, Lanisha. Yeah, it's going to take many of us with different voices, different perspectives, different uniqueness. I can be highly intelligent and a dork all at the same time. That might not be somebody's jam, right? Pamela Williams says, I don't care what you are doing. Failure is not an option. Be in a position to receive the positive out of life and to focus. Very good. I like that. Robin says I think that's fear. I think that's fear, right, Robin? Fear can hold us back. So Pamela Williams says, so if I can say something positive to make it happen, I'm good. There you go. Listen, I love this. Can you get a word from somebody? Can you get a word of encouragement from anybody, anywhere? Because listen, even if we listen, you're supposed to look at this symbolically. The dude's sitting on a porta potty. I don't know why I can't get my lip together today. A porta potty, right? So it could be two things. Daryl said, "Be careful." Wayne said, "Be careful who you get advice from." That's true too. But can you also get a word when you're at your lowest point, when you are not at your best? Can you get a good word of encouragement, of discernment, of wisdom? Robin says yes. Leola says it also says to her, be careful of how and who you expose yourself to. Ooh, that's good too. What's up, Stan Foster? I see that. Do y'all see that? I see that too. Yes, yes. All right. But in terms of the question now, remember our question. How do you harness your gifts and become the influencer you were born to be? What does this word failure have to do with anything? And the question, what is it time to part from? Failure. What are your beliefs around failure? Some of you won't get started because you're too afraid you'll fail. I posted a quote on Instagram this week that said, you don't have to be a great finisher. If you focus more on being a great starter, it'll get you there. Half of us don't do a third of what we could do because we won't start. We get up to the border and we get too afraid of what if this, what if that, what if that. Who fall forward? At least you're more ahead of yourself than you were if you even just took a step. Daryl says you're not alone no matter where you go. I guess you could see that in there. You're not alone no matter where you go. Even at your lowest points, you're not alone. I love that. Okay. Pamela says yes. And focus. Gotta focus. Gotta focus. Gotta focus. Sorry, y'all. I got a nail appointment on the books. Y'all bear with me. Bear with the sister in the COVID. Yes? All right. What other wisdom's coming through? Come on. We talked about fixed mindsets this week. We talked about growth mindsets this week. We talked about how not to get stuck. Remember, we talked about how not to get stuck. So important. Growth mindsets keep you learning and growing. Don't get you into this false sense of I know everything. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy because we think we know it all and we're good enough at something where we'll settle for being that expert in just these few things we got. Because I'd rather be an expert in these few things than to risk not knowing in front of others and then maybe having to learn and be on a growing curve. That's our ego, right? The people who are of a growth mindset and a benefit mindset say, no, I'm a lifelong learner. I'm going to create a compelling belief to go after. I'm going to find failure, define failure in a different light. That's going to be something that helps me understand myself better, understand my gifts and talents better, learn more about myself, learn more things, and move forward from it. I'm going to become a curious learner. When we were little, that's why they say the time to really give babies exposure to different things, because their mind is so curious. They're sucking up all this energy. What happens when we get older? We lose our sense of curiosity. Y'all stop being curious. Y'all rather stay at home all day, watch Netflix, and don't challenge me. And don't challenge my thoughts. Don't challenge my thoughts and my thinking. I want to do what I'm doing. Keep it going just the way I got it. Right? Be a person that loves curiosity, challenges. You love challenges. You see that as a way to propel you forward towards your goal, right? Love what you do. All of these things we talked about on Monday and Wednesday, right? Being an influencer on social media is about you using your platform to get from people. You're trying to get them, get them to support you and your brand, whether you're trying to monetize. And this is not a bad thing. I mean, we are all trying to get exposure, but when you only focus on that level of being an influencer, it's about using your platform to take. But when you're a influencer from the inside out, from a heart place, you're trying to build a platform that reaches out to people, not up from people to lift yourself up, but out to people so that you can pour into them, right? Leola says, go in it with the mindset to win, even when it looks bad. Yes, yes. Pastor Angie says, good advice. Hi. Hello. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Time out for playing small. Glossy Diva on IG says, my mom taught us to be risk takers, always finding new ways to show my gifts. That's awesome. That is something. I love that you said that, Glossy Diva. It's something about training our young people not to be perfect. That's why we've got a whole generation of perfectionists. I'm in recovery, so I can talk about us. Perfectionists who everything has to be perfect or you don't want to do it. Everything has to be right or it'll rock your whole ship. I don't even want to start writing the book. I don't even want to start my business. I don't even want to start the podcast. I don't want to even start this if it's not going to be perfect. Forgetting that nobody starts from a place of perfection. Everyone starts from a place of growth and learning, right? So I don't know what y'all are sitting on. I don't know what the projects are that are in your heart. I don't know what the gifts and talents are that you have that could be blessing others, that could be an answer to somebody else's problem out there. I'm not sure what that is, but it's time out for sitting on that. It's time out for resting on our laurels, as our parents would say. It's time out for letting the naysayers and the haters keep you pushed back in corners of darkness when you're meant to be a light. A light. Tamara says on IG, are you in my head? I could be. I could be in your head, mama. I could be in your head. Yes? Yes, yes. Now, you all talk back to me. I know when we have silent sessions, that means that this is sitting on y'all like, ooh. And I'm good with that. I'm good with marinating moments. I'm good. I promise you I'm good. But now I want you to talk back to me. Where is it in your life where you perceive you have failures? Sorry, this is backwards for you. It says failures, IG. Where you perceive failures, and what is it time for you to part from? What is it time for you to part from? When it comes to failures or perceived failures or things you see as mistakes or missteps, what is it time for you to part from in your mindset? Hey, Amy, pretty girl. She said, perfectionists here. Hate to admit it. Yes, we do, because we're perfectionists. Nobody wants to say that. We just say we have a very high standard of executing, which is true until it becomes an albatross around your neck. Lanisha, you better walk heavy in here, ma'am. Lanisha says, comparison kills. That's awesome. That's good. I want to welcome Greg Lamar on Periscope. It's their first day on Periscope. Welcome. You have stepped into the empowerment zone, my friend. Come on in. Here's the question. Where have you allowed failure to hold you back? And what is it time for you to part from? Type it out, folks. Own it so you can take the power back, and then we're going to release it. Glossy Diva on IG says, when it doesn't work, back to the drawing board. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what we got to do. We got to look at mistakes. And I did a whole, if you guys haven't seen it, I did a whole coaching session on even the different types of mistakes. Sometimes we penalize ourselves for what was a petty theft type of mistake with a life sentence or a death sentence type of penalty. We got to put those things in alignment. Reverend Angie says, procrastination. I want it to be just right before I pursue it, and then I don't give it the time it takes to make those dreams a reality. God help me. Listen, you are not alone. Yes, we are there with you. Fear, says Leola. And I want you all, I'm going to put a link out. It's one of my most favorite coaching videos I ever did. This is from probably, I don't know, a couple of years ago, probably about 5 years ago, but it is still so pertinent. It's one of my most watched videos on YouTube, but it's called Just Do It. If just do it doesn't make you just do it, then I don't know what to do for you. But just do it. That's a video that should help you get up out of that funk place and get to a place where you will just take some massive action. All right, so I'm going to put the link. Here's the link coming to you right now. Somebody let me know across platforms if y'all see it. That should inspire you to just do it. For the perfectionists out there, for those of us who get overwhelmed. Here's the other thing. Sometimes, Reverend Angie, like procrastination, you have the layer under procrastination is the fear, right? Because it's like, what if it's not right? Half the time we're doing stuff not just because we're divinely inspired to do it or whatever, but because of what will other people say? Well, how will they judge it? How will they see it? Yes, that's a good one, Pamela Gill. Focus. Focus, fear, and failure. Ooh, the big three. I need to do it. Let me write that down. We need to do a coaching thing on those big three. Focus, fear, and failure. I felt that in my shanana. Focus, fear, and failure. All right. Pamela Williams says, I used to care what other people thought. I could only hear the negative critics, but I realized that I had more supporters, but the negative was too loud. Yep. We've heard that before, right? I'm good now. I've silenced their voices in my head. And listen, there's a psychological reason why we hear the critics louder than we hear our supporters. There's a psychological reason for that. IG, I see your comments. I'm coming for you. In a good way. I didn't mean like, I'm coming for you. Because we're built to identify threats. That's what protects us. So in a way, be thankful because your psychology is trying to say, listen, boom, threat on this side, boom, that's a possible that could harm you, that could hurt you, that could hurt your feelings, that could, right? So we look for the threats. We look for the threats. And then that makes their voices louder because that where focus goes, energy flows. Y'all know I tell you that all the time. Where focus goes, energy flows. So where your focus is going to be the loudest, most prominent thing. And so the people who are supporting you on this side, they can't get any love because you're not focused on that. You're not taking it in. In fact, you devalue what they're saying to you because you give more value to your naysayers and your haters. Ooh, why? Don't do that. Neil says he's got it. All right, Neil, if you got it, share it. Let's do it. Pamela says, I see it and just do it. That's right. Over here on IG, Tamara says, I made some mistakes being a mom when my son was younger, but I'm wiser as a grandmother. That's what we do. We learn. If you didn't learn, then we could call it a fail, an epic fail. But you learn from it. Focus, fear, and failure. You got to learn how to deal with those things. I love what Zig Ziglar shared about fear. Many of you know I've had the awesome honor and pleasure of working with some of the top thought leaders of our culture, one of them being Zig Ziglar. If you don't know who Zig is, rest his soul, go back and check him out and learn some things about him. But one of the things he used to say was, how people would talk about false evidence appearing real, fear, F-E-A-R. But he used to also use a term that I loved so much, an acronym that I love so much, face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. I love that. Face everything and rise instead of focusing and face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. There's the Ziglar, the Zigster. There he is. And there's everybody's auntie Iyanla. So when fear comes, instead of saying, just remember, face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. Like Pamela says, just see it and just do it. Okay. All right. Any other insights y'all want to share? While y'all are thinking, let me just say, I want to stay connected with you. Stay connected. Text the word release to 22999. Text the word release to 22999. That puts you on my texting tribe, and we text each other. I let people know, hey, this is what's going on. We're doing this pop-up over here, we're doing that pop-up over there. Also let you know about fun things that I don't, share out to the whole world. But that's our way of staying connected. So that's one way you can stay connected with us. You also see scrolling there the Facebook groups. Definitely want you to stay connected there. If you're not following me on Twitter, please do. Jeanette R. Smith, Instagram, Jeanette's World, IG. If you're not following, please follow. I follow back. That's the way you can support the coaching that y'all get on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Follow me. Connect with me. Share this great coaching. Share your experiences. Take what you learn. Be a light. Don't just let it be, Feel Good Friday for us. Go share Feel Good Friday with somebody else. Don't be stingy. Share Feel Good Friday. Share it with people. We want to get more hearts and minds in the room than ever before. Yeah? Yes. Okay. Well, our work here is done for this Friday. We will be back on Monday with Mindset Monday, 10 a.m. I don't know if anybody's going to be wanting to dance with me. Thanks for sharing, Lanisha. I see you. I don't know if anybody's going to be wanting to dance with me, but I'm telling you what, I'm going to be here for it. How fun was that? So I'll put the link out for Monday. Whoever wants to dance with us in the open, come and get it. Savala said he would. How do I feel like you just voluntold him? And I don't know that he really is trying to dance, but that would be awesome. Pamela, love you too, girl. Love all y'all. Y'all know I loves y'all. You know I love you. The work we do together is really important to me. I spend a lot of time on this because you all are important to me. I'm thinking about y'all when y'all ain't even thinking about me. Trust. I'm thinking about y'all when y'all aren't even thinking about me. But that works for me because I know that is part of my purpose and my calling. If you haven't gotten your book, From Dream to Reality, Navigating the Path to Your Life Purpose, this is the action guide that walks you through with exercises how to get to that place where you are harnessing your gifts and putting them to work, right? This is how we walk it out. Because at some point, you're going to have to get to where what you do and what you love and what the world will pay for and what you're good at all come together, right? So the link is in the bio. Make sure you check that out, or in the post header. Make sure you check that out. There's also a Udemy course based on that. You have me teaching you. I mean, how great is that? If you ever need extra help. Monique's putting her party dress on for Monday. Let's do it, girl. Neil says, really? We all love you, and we're thinking about you as well. Well, thank you. I don't ever want to presume, Neil. I don't ever want to presume. Thank you for thinking of me. Thank you for all your prayerful support and prayers. I do appreciate y'all. All right, I'll see y'all over in the Facebook group. For those of you who have joined our tribe, and for those of you who haven't, what you waiting on? I don't understand. What's you waiting on? Come do it. Come get with us. Make it happen. Release. I don't know why that's up. I don't even know why. I know why it's up. I'm trying to get to something and it's just blowing my whole shebangity bang. Yep, just like that is. Yep. Just blew my whole deal. All right, y'all. I love y'all. It's time to get out of here. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Do something to be a light bearer. I want you to come back and tell me how you harnessed your power and how you had impact for good with somebody else. Mwah. IG, I love y'all to life. Mwah. Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, love y'all to life. Let's get out there and get it. Let's do this. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey to help empower your mind, your body, and your spirit. I hope you've enjoyed our time together as much as I have. Make sure you stay connected. Become part of the tribe, the inner circle. Text the word release to 22999 and get all the updates on events and happenings and pop-ups that I do. Let's grow this community. Bring more hearts and minds into the room. Share the streams. Join our tribe, our Facebook group, and support through products and services that'll help you continue to make better decisions for better living. Like this resource, From Dream to Reality, Navigating the Path to Your Life Purpose. This top-selling action journal has helped thousands of people find and follow their purpose. You can get it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The link is in the post. The Empowerment Tribe is about empowering one another. So follow me on social media so I can follow you back and see what you're up to. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Periscope. Thanks again for tuning in. We are the Empowerment Tribe. Together, we are light bearers in the world. Love you to life. See you next time.